Which is the most screen friendly web browser for your computer? Is it Safari in Mac or are you using Windows Narrator, Chrome? Hey guys, welcome back to Money is Blind podcast. I am your host Prasoon. This is a show for blind and visually impaired to become entrepreneurs by launching online businesses without huge investment and then scaling up that business so that it becomes profitable and overcome the big barrier of blindness, which most of the world thinks makes a blind person useless. I'm here to prove that wrong, and I launched multiple businesses. And through this podcast, I'm trying to empower the blind community to launch their own businesses instead of chasing ordinary jobs. So, if you are trying to become an entrepreneur, if you are blind or visually impaired, and if you still want to create an online business, you will need to browse the internet. And for that, you need a web browser. And typing on a smartphone it is kind of difficult. It is not comfortable. It is definitely possible with dictation and all. But if you use a laptop or a computer, things becomes much more easier. And that is why you need a web browser. But being blind, how are you going to navigate the internet, the vast ocean of internet, with just a screen reader? There are many screen readers out there. Some of them are paid. Some of them comes built in with the most popular operating systems. When it comes to web browsers, the options are again numerous. You can easily get confused on which one would be the best one for you. Of course, one way is to try it out. Try everything. Try to find out which one works for you, which one doesn't. I've been trying this for the past couple of years now. And for me, when it comes to a computer and using a web browser in a computer, I find that Safari, when used along with VoiceOver in Mac, works best. It works best for reading articles, for navigating the web, even for images, for navigating forms, headlines. I'm not saying that NVDA or the Windows Narrator, which comes built in every Windows computer these days, aren't good. They are definitely good. They can be used. But when I want to get something quick, when I want some quick information, when I want to visit a site, I think it can be done easily using Safari. And I reckon it is not the case when it comes to sighted persons. They kind of hate Safari because it is kind of slow for them. The extensions, the plugins, the applications of Safari compared to Google Chrome and Microsoft Edge are very less. Don't think that these are just the three browsers that you can use. There are several others out there, some of which are used just for navigating the dark web. Some have built in artificial intelligence softwares like the Opera. My brother has been using Brave, which is another web browser which comes with very strong security and privacy features built into it. And there are many different versions of web browsers out there. But when it comes to accessibility and navigation, I don't think none of them comes close to Safari when used with VoiceOver. Maybe because both these softwares are made by the same company, Apple Incorporated, and they kind of work seamlessly together. Another example of the same two softwares built by the same company, another example of the web browser and the screen reader software built by the same company is, of course, Microsoft. I'm talking about Microsoft Edge and the Windows Narrator. It kind of works, it can be used, but Microsoft Edge, there are so many features and buttons on top of the toolbar which kind of makes the navigation difficult with Windows Narrator. And if you want to find out something quick, I don't think Microsoft Edge would be the first option that I would choose, because now that Bing is incorporated, because Bing The search engine from Microsoft, which runs on ChatGPT's engine, is incorporated into the browser. So every time you browse something, you get a result from Bing which is influenced by artificial intelligence. So I don't I'm not saying that it is completely bad or it can't be used, but it may not be something that you've been looking for when you're trying to search something, trying to figure out something very quick. I want to know which web browser and screen reader combination do you use? Which one do you prefer? Which one you think works better than Safari along with VoiceOver and Microsoft Edge along with Windows Narrator? Do you want another combination that I used 5 years ago? That was NVDA or Non-Visual Desktop Access. It's a non-profit organization and they developed a software. I think it is based in Australia. And this software, this screen reader software, works best with Mozilla Firefox. Try out these combinations, and if you have another combination which you think is better than what I suggest, what I used, you can always tell me. You can send me voice messages by visiting Podcasters on Spotify. So that's it for today. I'm in a happy mood because India just beat New Zealand in the semi-final of ICC Men's Cricket World Cup. India has now reached the final of the World Cup, and they will be facing either South Africa or Australia in the final, which is going to be this Sunday. So fingers crossed, India keeps continuing its fantastic form because they haven't lost a game that they have played in this World Cup. So on that positive note, I am signing off. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.